Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. There was a very good, kind of evenly matched fight between two undefeated fighters over in Telford this afternoon, and it was between Piers O'Leary of Ireland, who defended his WBC International title, I think, super lightweight title this is. He defended it against HOVHANNES Martirosyaan of Belgium. Difference in age, 24 years old, O'Leary. Martirosyaan 31, I think. But O'Leary came in with 13 wins and 7 KOs, no draws, no defeats. Martirosyaan came in with 16 wins, 10 KOs, no draws, no defeats. And this fight, you could say, was sort of bookended by a couple of left hooks. I mean, I say that, I think the first knockdown was a left hook, because in the first round, O'Leary seemed to be on the front foot instantly. Managed to land a left hook towards the end of the round, which put Martirosyaan over. Martirosyaan wasn't badly hurt, and he wasn't doing anything wrong. He just happened to get clipped. But definitely O'Leary seemed to start quicker and with what looked like a bit more confidence. Martirosyaan, it took him till about the third round before he started to get his engine running a bit. And there were a few little individual punches he landed where, despite the fact in the first 2 rounds O'Leary had things pretty much his own way, you were thinking, okay, you need to tighten up your defence a little bit. In the fourth round, excuse me, Martirosyaan really started to become a lot more industrious, a lot more offensive-minded. It seemed as if his confidence grew into the fight, and suddenly he was, swapping some good punches with O'Leary, and he was getting the better of him in the exchanges. That was the first round I think I gave to Martirosyaan, was the fourth. Then was it in the fifth? There was a clash of heads which opened a cut over Martirosyan's eye. Nothing major, but the blood was flowing. It looked like it was coming down the side of the face, but I've got a feeling some of the blood was going into the eye. But it didn't. Weirdly enough, it didn't seem to put Martirosyan back in his box. He was still, in the middle rounds, he was still very competitive, and anything O'Leary won, he was having to work for. Now, I did give Martirosyan, I think, in total, probably 3 rounds, I think, in this fight. There were a couple of swing rounds, no doubt about it. But when he let his hands go, he was looking quite dangerous. There was one round, that was the fourth, might have been the fourth, where he really was finding a home for the right hand especially. There wasn't a tremendous amount of body work going on from either guy, which is always annoying to see, because don't forget the body, kill the body, the head will fall and all that business. But O'Leary was, generally speaking, in control throughout the fight. But again, he was being made to earn the rounds. Now, the ending came quite suddenly in the 9th round. And you got the feeling going into the 9th that Martirosyan was still in this fight, and he'd shown a lot of fortitude, he'd shown a lot of resistance, good chin and everything. The knockdown in the first round, I wouldn't say it was a flash knockdown, but it wasn't particularly hurtful. But then O'Leary landed another left hook that was slap bang on the jaw, and Martirosyan goes over. And to be honest with you, I thought he was going to beat the count, because his eyes looked clear, and he actually looked at the referee, and I think he nodded even. But he was counted out, and it looked to me like he did quit, which was really surprising, because prior to that, he looked like, it was going to be a distance fight. Probably O'Leary was going to win on points. But I was surprised at how Martirosyan just sort of seemed to suddenly lose interest and decide to stay on the floor. Maybe he was more hurt, or maybe he'd been quietly, demoralised on the inside. Maybe it didn't show in his work. But he might look at that fight and think, I could have got up and I should have got up. And I should have at least gone the distance. So it was a 9th round KO for O'Leary, who improves to 14 wins with 8 KOs. He himself had a cut over the left eye, I think it was a left eyelid, which was late in the fight. It didn't cause him any problems, because it was, and I don't think it was a deep cut. It was more like a sort of, I don't think the blood was flowing freely. Martirosyan's cut looked worse. But it's a good win for O'Leary. He's got this WBC international belt, which, and that's a good win over an undefeated guy. No question about it. So, yeah, 24 years old. He's got the world at his feet. build him up nice and slow. He's with Queensbury, of course. This was a Queensbury card. Like I said, it was over in Birmingham and Telford. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see where Pierce O'Leary goes from here. Like to see him tighten up his defence a little bit. And like I say, the body work was lacking. You got to work the body. I don't know why some boxers, when they're in there, just ignore the body. It's really strange. You've got this whole target you can aim for. I guess, you know, maybe we need a few like Mike McCallum's around nowadays to bring body punching back into vogue, you know, so that fighters look at it and think, oh, yeah, I can do that. Why did it occur to me? I can do that. Anyway, what did you think? What do you think of Pierce O'Leary? What do you think at the end? Did you think Martirosyan quit? Could have got up? Who do you think O'Leary should fight next? What do you think of him? How far can he go? I think he's already probably at, you know, decent European level. I mean, Martirosyan was undefeated in 16, so yeah. What about world level? Do you think you can jump to world level eventually? Let me know your opinions. Comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please hit the like button. I always appreciate that. I always appreciate your support, and I always appreciate your time. I'll catch you later, and bye for now.